From that sort of modest beginning in academic medicine, you were invited, I think, to help set up a teaching clinic at the Toronto Western Hospital in the early 60s.
Dr. Erwin Hilliard, who was the head of medicine at the Toronto Western, he was acting under the initiative of K.J. Whiteman, who was the professor of medicine at that time, who had thought that there should be some family physician teaching in the medical school curriculum. And so what he did was cut loose some Department of Medicine budget to do it, which was very good of him. And apparently none of the family doctors at the Toronto Western were particularly interested in heading this up. So Erwin Hilliard called me and asked me if I would consider doing it. And I said yes, with some conditions. One, that we would have 6 inpatient beds, which became a very contentious issue and delayed things for a while, but they finally decided that was okay. I just felt if we were going to give a proper perspective in those days of family medicine, then we need access to in-hospital care. And about 6 of the family doctors at the Toronto Western joined with me in that initiative, and we started to put that program together in 1966.
Okay.
And then out of that eventually grew the department.
I think when I was talking to you, there was a similar initiative going on at some of the other hospitals.
That's right, yeah. Particularly Fred Follis at the Toronto General, and Doug Johnson at Sunnybrook, and Marjorie Swanson at Women's College, and Lauren Lang at the Wellesley, and Barry Hamilton Smith at St. Michael's, and Nate Levine at Mount Sinai. They all were asked to do similar things at those teaching hospitals. So the current 6 teaching hospitals all got involved. And then together they formed a committee under Erwin Hilliard's leadership. And for 3 years we worked on a proposal to have a full department in the faculty, and then that was finally approved at a faculty meeting in 1969. And it was Fred Follis actually who added the N community to the name, because it's the Department of Family and Community Medicine at the University of Toronto, and that was added at the last minute, but I think it was a very bright move on his part, and it was approved. Much to our surprise, we thought there'd be a lot of opposition to it, but strangely enough, it was approved without too much debate. And Fred Follis, Doug Johnson, and I were present at that faculty meeting, and we were quite stunned that it got through so easily.
Great. Did you all have faculty appointments as part of this?
Well, after the department was formed, we did. Prior to that, we had faculty appointments at a very low level within the Department of Medicine.
Oh, okay. Sort of clinical
teacher, I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You took on the role as chair initially.
I did, yes.
Yeah. Can you talk a bit about how that happened? And
well, there was a proper committee set up, and I was selected. I don't know why it was me. I was quite young. I was still in my 30s at that time, and I took it on, and it was interesting. We started to plan the residency program to start in 1970, and it was an interesting little thing that happened along the way there. Walter Rosser, who became very well known, of course, in family medicine, he was chair of 4 departments before he finally retired. He came to me during his rotating internship and said that he really felt he needed more training too, and I could relate to that, of course, and I really was quite taken with Walter. So we managed to scramble some funding together, and we gave Walter a license to kind of try out the various rotations that we were planning for the residency program. It wasn't to start till the next year, but anyway, that's what Walter did, and he got his training, and we got our testing done, and it was a very good relationship. So Walter and I have always been very close over the years because of that experience. But anyway, he turned out to be a real winner in family medicine.
Great, yeah, no.
It was one of the best decisions I ever made, I think.
Right, no, absolutely, absolutely.